Hello and welcome to the show. Today, it's a day that I've been waiting for about 6 years. Today, the OG Mercedes 190, the car that started this channel, it's about to get some upgrades. So stick around, we're gonna be doing some rad stuff to this car. Let me walk you through it, all right? Because if you're new to the channel, you might not even recognize this vehicle behind me. So let's have a proper look and dig right in. So this is my 1991 Mercedes 190, originally a 2-liter. Now it has a 2.6 straight 6 inline, and yeah, it has OM603 re-drilled exhaust manifold with a Chinese turbo, which is actually blown. It has a Mega Squirt 2 on it. We're still keeping the Dizzy and the coil. All that you see right now made about 300 horsepower at best, but we're about to change all that. All right, so we're gonna take this engine out, repaint the engine bay, clean up a lot of the wiring, reinforce the towers. We're gonna add a new head, which is a little bit ported. We're gonna have Turbo Bandit 4-inch twin scroll stainless steel header with a Pulsar turbo on it. We're gonna have T Motorsport intake, T Motorsport cam gear, cam trigger setup, crankshaft setup. We're gonna have 1200cc injectors, and all that is gonna be powered by Emu Black, which is gonna be sitting right over there. Most likely I'm gonna remove the ABS because I don't need that. The car is gonna have a 6-speed gearbox, if I can find one on time. Big intercooler, and most importantly, the car is gonna be Evo 1 wide body kit. I believe the kit is coming from Pesh Motorsport. I bought it secondhand, of course, but it should look sick. Most likely we're gonna change to coilovers. The car is quite low right now. I like the way it sits, but I would love to get it a little bit lower. I've been toying with colors because the car is gonna be resprayed, but I'm not sure yet. Left hand drive, you know, has had some stuff done to it before. We are running a Veloster R seats in it, quite nice and comfy. Bobbert A, 17-inch, 8.5 at the front, 10.5 at the back. There's Alex coming. BMW M Sport bumper, chopped in half, made into what looks right now. You can see no rear handles. The doors open from the inside. I'm gonna make them on a button so you can pop them. It's quite dirty. It's been sitting for over a year in front of my house, but we're slowly gonna get the car back on the road. And when I say slowly, I mean by 10th of August the car needs to be on a trailer traveling already towards Bulgaria, because I'm parking this car in front of my house in Bulgaria so I can have a fun car when I go back home for a holiday. Now, the goal is we want this car to make 600 horsepower to the engine, call it 550 to the wheels, or around that region. Anything plus, we'll take it. We'll take it and not give any change back, all right? So let's have some fun. Let's strip everything and start laying new shiny parts. So yeah, stick around. All right, so we washed it. Well, we stripped it, we washed it. Now it's time to get ready to pull everything out of the engine bay out. I'm gonna remove the engine, the radiator, the intercooler, the wiring, everything old out of there needs to go, because we're gonna build a new wiring loom, new intercooler mounting, new intercooler pipes, new exhaust, new head, new turbo, new exhaust manifold, new intake manifold. Everything in the engine bay is gonna get changed, so all of that can go out and we can paint the engine bay as well, and repair all the rust, because there is a couple spots like here I see some over here where the seam seal is going, here, all that over here, some down there, and here, all that needs to be changed, all that will need to be repaired. So the plan of action is, I don't have one, let's go grab tools, rip everything out. Yep, let's go. So it's stripped, most of the wiring loom is removed. I'm gonna remove the ABS wiring as well because I don't need that. And it's raining, so I mean the engine is ready to come out, everything is unbolted engine wise, but I can't really get it because I need to lay it under the ground, like on the ground, unbolt the transmission from the cross member thing, then gear linkages, and then the drive shaft, and then the gearbox is ready to come out together with the engine. But it's raining, like I can't do anything about that. So tomorrow I'm gonna move it here in the tent. I'm gonna remove the gearbox, I'm gonna remove the engine, all that stuff, all the drivetrain is gonna come out. I'm gonna remove every single bit of the wiring loom that I don't need, and start tidying up the bay so I can paint it up and clean it. And in that sort of a time, the gasket kit for the engine should come in. We'll swap the heads over, we'll start bolting shiny stuff to it. And meantime, while I'm working on my car, Dad is finishing the body kit, the white body kit for this thing. There's gonna be still a lip that is coming down from this. He's just making the upper section of the white body. I think it's gonna look pretty nice. You know, old school way of doing stuff. Never done it this way, but there we go. So he shaped it from foam and tape. He's gonna pretty much filler it all the way around, make it nice and smooth, and once it's all ready, he's gonna basically pull a mold out of this and knock all this down. Basically all the hard work he's put into it, he needs to remove it, so we can fit only the fiberglass. But this looks pretty nice. You know, it will allow for these massive things to fit in there. Like I have a big hand and these are just humongous. But whatever the customer wants, eh? So yeah, progress is progressing, I guess. Hello guys, it is the next day. As you can see, I'm indoors. I'm actually in Ram Garage, my next door neighbor. The car's inside as well. We just pushed it with my dad. By the way, look at these wings. Like, finally I can put more tire to it. I can finally lower it to where I like it. But yeah, Evil 1 baby. I think I like it more. But yeah, today we have put the car on the ramp because I need to take the engine and gearbox out, the whole drivetrain basically I will take out, even the diff and axles, because I have 185 diff and I have racing diff LSD kit that I will put in it. But yesterday I texted Andy from Facebook. I think he has a website as well. I'll put the link of that down below. He basically sells M111 engine mounts, power steering conversions, like the mount thing, so you can run the old school power steering from a 190 on an M111 engine. He also does drive shafts, diff covers, gearbox mounts, engine mounts. He does a whole lot of stuff for the M111, 190 in general, basically. Basically all 190 parts that you might need and you're in UK, give him first a shout, and then, you know, go from there. But he does quite a lot of stuff. He's supplying the gearbox mount, engine mount, drive shaft, prop shaft, everything, like torque stick back. He's the guy that is going to be supplying these. So yeah, give him a shout. I will leave a link down below for his website. He's a very sound bloke. He'll help you a lot. But yeah, he's sending me a gearbox mounting stuff and whatnot, so we can try and push the M103 back further towards the firewall for better weight distribution, and also to give me space for my custom radiator that I have ordered, and the custom intercooler piping and intercooler that I'm going to be running. I want to run 2 electric fans on the car, so this will come in clutch if it works. We're trying M111 mounts on an M103 with a couple extra hose. So we don't know. I am the guinea pig today. I'm going to be testing that. He should have all the stuff around midday towards my area, so I'll go and grab them from his dad. But yeah, we have work to do, buddy, so we better crack on. Okay, the plan is, there is no plan. We need to get basically all of the drivetrain out of it, and when we get that done, we can test fit the new engine mounts and stuff like that, which will give perfect time to Andy's dad to come around and drop them. Well, he ain't coming around to drop them, but he's coming to Slough, so I need to go and pick them up from there. So yeah, I'll drain the oil because we're going to be taking the engine out in a little bit. And in the meantime, while this is draining, I'll have a look up there if I can take downpipe and exhaust and all that stuff in one go, or I'll have to undo these very rusty nuts out of there. But I'll start from here at the back. One of the mounts I forgot here. What was that? 13. Yep. Okay. All right. Wow. LOL. Yep. I wonder what Derek is doing from Vice Grip Garage. He is my, how do you call it, spirit animal. He's my favorite YouTuber. He is the guy that I watch every Saturday, Sunday, whenever he uploads. He is the guy. In fact, I like Derek so much. Ellie said he better be coming on our wedding, you know. Don't know if I can make that happen, but I'll tell you what I can make happen. So I can get the lambda plug stuck up in there somehow. Not there. Here it is. Loads of scrap. If I remember correctly, the situation with that prop is a bit tight because it's a 6-cylinder engine with a 4-cylinder prop in it. It's yeah, not great. Well, that's very stuck in there, but it's all right. Come on. Yep. Come out of there, buddy. There we go. Whoop. How is there water in this? Interesting. It is raining cats and kittens, you know. Out there. Oh yeah. Disconnect that out of here. Yup, perfect. Come out of there, bud. There we go. Of course. Ah, wow. That is tight. For some ever reason. Okay. Almost wiped myself out. What about now? What about now? Tell me, come on. Can we get this off now? Of course we can. There you go. and they just hang down. Oh, that's maybe Andy. It wasn't Andy, it was Ellie asking if we want some sandwiches for lunch. And of course the answer is yes. Why wouldn't we want some? Me, the engine is not really hauled in at the front, so might as well put the gearbox thing here before we dump it on the ground. That won't be a good time. You know, might as well dump the whole car on the ground that way, which wouldn't be ideal too. Yep. There we go. I'm not sure if this, yeah, it's not engaged all the way, so I mean, sketchy stuff. There's always sketchy stuff when George is around, alright? It's normal, you gotta understand that. Theoretically, the engine is ready to come out. Just need to cut the clutch line. Oop. Oh yeah, hurts, but it is what it is, you know. Okay, I was just on the phone with Andy. What we are gonna do right now is we're gonna take the engine out with the gearbox, take the stock M103 mounts off, send them to him back with his dad, so he can make us custom mounts that will push the engine back about 20 millimeters. Because the mounts that he's working on, we believe that they might not work. So, fun times, eh? Let's drop this off and bring in the engine crane, yank this puppy out. Should be fun. Let's see if we can drop the engine on the ground or we're gonna be fine. Oh. Yeah, we are fine. Alright, time to take the engine out. The customer with the red flag is here, my dad. They're all talking about communism and how good it was.
It was the best time ever, mate.
My engine is stuck on something. Reposition. I mean, we're building the communism right now. There's 2 people watching, 1 person working. So it's about, you know, the right topic of it. So I need to get one of these, you know, angle thing.
Come on, George. Here you go, babe. Come on, chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
Yeah. We go places to be, people to see. Come on, chop, chop.
People to see.
Yeah.
What are you saying today, bud?
Come on.
Let me know, I'll tell you what.
Pump it up.
You gotta pump it up. Oh. He's taking the piss with me a little bit, but that's alright. He's paying the bill for the car anyway, so.
That's how we roll, yeah? Okay. Alright.
I don't know why I didn't take that turbo off. We should have been out by now. Whoop, sorry Paul.
Listen.
A little bit. Okay, yep, I believe now we can go down. So, do you like the red flag? Do you like how it looks?
Yeah, it's nice.
Right.
About next year, we put a 325 60mm spacers. We're going to enlarge the rear arch a tiny bit, couple of inches. Just the rear ones. The front look bang on. They'll stay to 55. I like it. We're going to enlarge the back ones just a bit.
A bit stretchy at the front.
A bit.
Oop. Oh, should have taken that off.
You need some help?
Nah, it's fine.
You're the long walk, yeah?
It's fine. I got it.
See how it goes. I'm paying and helping for the help. How fair is that?
Well, you're part of the build now. Come on. You're like that, you know, curly guy that is cutting up Porsches and shit. Yeah. There you go. It is out. Plenty of space for activities. Somebody's calling me. Ellie. Of course, Ellie's calling me. Alright. Take the engine mounts. Send them to Andy so he can make me a custom ones. And job's a good one. Yeah. Cool.
Not much.
Yeah, man.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again. You
Okay, so I went to Andy, I picked up the gearbox and the gearbox mount. I have taken to him the m103 engine mounts, and he's gonna replicate them but move the engine 25 millimeters backwards. I have stripped majority of the engine. The only thing left on the engine right now is the alternator, the power steering bracket, and the head. I'm gonna wash it, clean it, make it, you know, nicer to work around with, and then we're gonna take the head off and decide, are we using this head or the other two heads that I have spare. I'm also gonna push this out and give it a clean. I wanna clean all that stuff around here. The ABS I wanna get rid of, all the wiring that I'm not gonna need. Basically inside here I want only the washer bottle, the alternator, and the two headlights. That's the only wiring that I want, and obviously the wiper and the blower motor. That is the only wiring that is going to stay here. Everything else is going to be cleaned up, stuff like this repaired, you know, all that needs to be sound. But yeah, the plan is debodge some of the bodging that we've done before, pretty much. This stuff we ain't going to use anymore, all that here, and some of this stuff we're going to use. Mine is the water pump. I've got a new water pump, and tensioner was fine, so we'll keep that. We'll just clean it, the pulleys will paint. This, hopefully we don't have to use this anymore, and I can just run 2 electric fans at the front. I've got new radiator coming, which is way bigger. It will fill in the whole area over here. But yeah, let's that is having a break of fiberglass. I'm gonna go and wash that engine over there. Right, car is out. I have cleaned the shop, cleaned the floor. I'm gonna clean up my tools in a little bit as well. But the most important part is we cleaned up the car and the engine. Let me show you. That is gonna start the poo-poo machine. But yeah, there we go. Everything is nice and clean. No more dirt, no more oils and stuff like that. Everything is spotless. I've got a gasket kit for the whole engine coming. And when that comes in, I'll take the head off and just swap everything around. I have another head which is sitting over there that I'm gonna send to get valves redone, put some shims under the valves, and yeah. But this turned out very, very nice and clean. We do have a little bit more stuff to strip off, but like, let's say this, there's no point stripping it. Why? There's no point. Take the sump off, change that seal at the front, change the seal over here, put the trigger kit from T Motorsport trigger kit over here, blah blah blah, and this is done. The car, I've cleaned the wheels, they look nice. But also all the crap that was here, it's all cleaned up. Everything is cleaned up. That brake line I'm gonna remove from here and run it from here going down to the channel that there is over here, up and around over here to this, and this one is gonna go on that side. This one is gonna go directly down, and this bad boy is going away. Simplify the wiring loom. That is at the front over here anyway. We don't need any of that. It's all garbage. I'm gonna tighten this a little bit. I just need to read the manual how that was working. And yeah, when Andy finishes the engine mount, we can put an engine back in the car. But we have loads of work to do before that anyway. Like, yeah, loads of work. So for now, poo-poo machine is gonna go out. This car is gonna go back in the tent, my favorite place. And when it goes in the tent, I'm gonna tidy the whole engine bay. I'll do whatever needs to be done to the engine bay and the engine itself. And then swap a runes key. This car goes to the body shop, blah blah blah. You know, we'll figure out. We have a month. Alright guys, it's been a minute, but I did get quite a lot of stuff done on the stock wiring loom. I just need a couple more stuff to finish. I've ordered also fenders for a trailer, 13-inch trailer. We'll see what it comes. £46 I paid on Amazon. But yeah, let me show you what I have done with the stock wiring loom. I think it came out pretty nice. Right, so this is for our fuel pump. This is our ignition and the tach. This needs to go and plug into the wiring loom. This over here goes to the fuse box itself. One of these is 12 volt direct from the battery that goes on the block that sits here, and the other wire is the excitement for that blue wire that excites the alternator, and this is the alternator wiring. I redid because it was kind of falling apart. Kept the part number on it, part number label anyway. But yeah, this is all redone. Can go back in the car, and yeah, look, that's quite nice and tidy. And also what I like is it looks OEM. And this is our temperature for the dash that comes and sits about here. Anyway, this is our starter. Everything pops through here, I believe, or it was somewhere here on the actual firewall thingy magic. This is our ground for the heated nozzles. This is the thing that goes to the heated nozzles anyway. That goes inside. That's for tach. Sorry. And yeah, everything else. This section over here was wrapped like this, so I replicated it and then wrapped it again with the cloth tape. And now it's left to do this one, but for that I'll need to pop that apart, and I also have 1 or 2 wires that need to be repaired. But I'll open this up, clean the wires, run the shielding, and then the stock wiring loom, it's ready to receive the new wiring loom that we're going to be making for the car. But it's a lot nicer, it's a lot cleaner, and it will simplify putting everything back together. It will look nice and tidy. Alright, time for lunch. Do this one and then start actually cleaning up all the rust. You know, the part that we all hate. Today is absolute madness. The owner of this car is here playing with it. There's other cars here. Jesus Christ. And me, I'm stuffed over there in the tent. I need to get through all that maze of cars. These are the new radiators that are going to be going inside the car. It's absolute madness, but yesterday was a productive day, and we tubbed in this side of the chassis. I need to run the silicones, and I'll need to do this side today. The day is very short. It's already 20 past 12, so yeah, madness. But let's crack on because there's loads of work to do. The other heads have been sent for cleaning up, lapping and skimming and whatnot. It's this now that needs to be done. Run the silicones. I found the 2.6 thingy majig, 50 quid. Perfect. I just need the latch that goes on the actual bonnet, and I need a new bonnet because the old one is smashed up kinda. But yeah, we'll run some new silicones over here. It's not perfect, but for days of job, and that's 1.5 mil thick, so we will tie in the tower with this stuff there. We're also gonna get it's either we're gonna get or we're gonna make a brace, like a strut tower thing around there to keep it stronger. I'll make this plate over here stronger as well because the old one is cut up, and also I want to make it flat so I can move the engine more backwards. But yeah, plenty of materials, plenty of work to get done, so let's crack on. Okay, so I've run the seam sealer both sides, that's pretty good. Also, me and Dad, we put the wings on, they just can't get on top, and the bumper, just so we can see how much clearance we have for radiator and intercooler. And I think we're gonna lop that section off the bumper and snuggle up the intercooler up just in front of the rad. And then I need to see how to mount the bumper. I think I'm just gonna do like a tubular front end that is removable or something like that, because it's gonna be too much work to replicate the original mounting out of fiberglass. And to be honest, I would like something in front of the radiators to hold them in place and also protect them a little bit. So I think a big old tubular frame or something like that. We'll figure something out quickly there around. Only thing is, I'm not gonna do any more fabrication work until I can settle the engine back in place, because obviously that is a big puzzle of how we space things around here. This new rad has some tabs which go just off this, so I might make these a little bit stronger and bolt the rad up there, and then at the bottom I'm gonna do a flat section, like a flat bar section that we can drill and put some grommets into, so the rad can sit quite nicely in there. And then obviously we need to see how we can run these pipes. This one I believe is gonna fit pretty well, the bottom one. We'll just do a silicone connector up to the water pump, and then from here I think I'm gonna run one up close to the bottom. You can see this is kind of angled, so it will be perfect if I can just snuggle up a pipe right at the top and then go to the, you know, thermostat. That will be quite kind of cool, packaging wise and look wise. And then the radiator will come, the intercooler will come to about here and just sit just proud of the bumper. And then we can make some tabs for the top mounts. The other thing we can do is we can run the oil cooler here if the lines pass through the top, but I was thinking maybe I can run the oil cooler just behind the bumper, where we did it on my neighbors. We put it over here, so we'll see if that's an option. But yeah, other than that, fitment looks pretty good. I think we should be okay. But yeah, I think waiting for engine mounts now from Andy. Once we get these, then we can continue work on the car. Kind of shame really, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Meantime, I can start chopping this up, prepping the underside for paint and Raptor, because I'm gonna wrap the bed liner it over the front. I did the seals probably like 2 years ago, as I haven't moved at all. They're perfect, so I think I'm gonna do the same to the front. But yeah, stuff is happening, which is good. But yeah, this is it from me today. I need to go and drop off a customer's car, the C124, if you remember it. That needs to go back to a customer because it was here for some work. I'll drop that and I'll probably see you tomorrow. For now, bye bye.